Hey Titus, what's the benefit of buying younger properties when they are more expensive?
There are many reasons to buy property that are younger compared to an older property. But today, maybe I just want to focus on one area. Let me give you an example. iPhone 3 was launched in 2008, 17 years ago. And right now, in 2025, we have iPhone 16. Let's say if you can get an iPhone 3 today, is it going to be cheap? Probably yes. But the relevancy of iPhone 3 in today's technology, the iPhone 3 will be very irrelevant in today's context. Something more relevant in today's context will be iPhone 14, iPhone 15, iPhone 16. And similar to property, a lot of people will be saying that buy newer so that you can make money. Wow, there's some truth to that. But in my opinion, the reason for buying newer properties is because of this keyword called relevancy. You would like your property to be relevant in today's market so that in future when you resell, people will want something that is more updated than outdated. Let me give a few examples to this. Prior to 2009, I'm sure we all visited older developments with huge bay window, huge planter area. So what happened then? Prior to 2009, bay window, planter, aircon ledge, these were exempted areas for the developer. So what happens was, developers do not have to pay for development charge of building these areas. So they make use of this loophole, they build excessive bay window, excessive planter, excessive aircon ledges, and they charge this to the consumer. I show you one example. Look at this 2-bedroom unit with all the areas highlighted in blue, green and orange. The total size of 1,000 over square feet, 24% of it is basically bay window, planter and aircon ledges. So this was prior to 2009. After 2009, URA revised this rule and no longer these areas are exempted, which means that developers who choose to build all these areas, bay window, planters and aircon ledges, they will be charged development charge on it. Another example is balconies. Prior to 2018, there wasn't any kind of rules limiting the balcony space in the entire unit. But after 2018, new rules came out that balcony space can be up to a maximum of 15% of the entire area and with a minimum width of 1.5 meters. And we look at this example near Potong Pasir. It was a development prior to 2018. Just look at the livable space and the amount of balcony that this unit has. Imagine you are holding on to this unit, which is outdated unit. Will there be a huge challenge in future should you want to resell this unit? The other two updates more recently in 2023 by URA is to actually limit the number of dwelling units. After 2023, URA came up with revised rule to limit developers on building too many small units. Developers are required to have at least 20% of more of their units to have a minimum size of 100 square meter and only a maximum of 20% of their unit can be below 50 square meter. So with these rules, it essentially makes the development unit a lot more desirable instead of having maybe 80% of shoebox unit. And more recently in 2023, the harmonization of GFA whereby aircon ledges right now are not being able to be charged into the square feet that purchaser buy. So to summarize, buying new is not simply just about making money. Yes, making money is important, but it doesn't mean that the newer you buy, the more money you will make. The most important thing about buying new is to stay relevant to the market. You wouldn't want to be holding an iPhone 3 whereby right now the market is using iPhone 15, iPhone 16. Same for property, whereby you wouldn't want to be holding on to a property that is outdated with bay window, with huge planter, with huge balcony, whereby the market has actually progressed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'm Property Titus Lim. Call me. God bless.